It's already going. So,
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Get a starter.
You're on to start.
So
You're the starter.
we got a new podcast going, guys. With me and Roland. We're going to talk about local shoots.
Yep. Remember to look there, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to talk about local shoots. All the ones I've been to around here, give you local shoot dates, updates, what's been going on, and basically talk about just basically target shooters in Iowa or bull hunters in Iowa. Get more information out about what's going on around the state, shoot-wise, and that way it make it a little easier for everybody to find them. And we'll have guests from time to time. We'll just see how it goes. It could blossom into whatever we think it could do.
Yep.
You know, it's hard telling. But, well, a little about me. I've been shooting since 2016, and it's been it started out with a hunting bow and moved up to a target bow, and I'm shooting ASA, shooting some indoor. Roland.
When did you first get into ASA, or like how do you?
When ASA started in Iowa, is when.
And who did that?
Yeah, Mike and Tracy Smith did it. Then
Who came from Texas? They used to do it.
yeah, they used to run the Texas ones, and they come up here, and eventually down the road we'll get them to tell us their story.
Yep.
So
A big good one. I just started in NASP, actually, when I moved to Iowa. I saw on TV, I think it was, like the state tournament they had advertised or whatever. And I was just kind of like, that looks kind of cool. And then my sister said, like, yeah, your niece used to do that and stuff like that. So I did that basically. And then from there, the same guy that ran the 4-H or the NASP for our school ran the 4-H. And so I did that. Went to 4-H nationals that summer. Which was fun. I finished like pretty low, but it was fun. But yeah, and then somehow I ended up here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I actually found this shop.
yeah, it's fun. We so everybody knows we are down at Field and Sports. Mark's letting us film down here, which works out great because Mark's a good supporter of this.
Yep. I work here full time. Nick is out on the range. He also works here full time. You're probably gonna see him apparently or hear him.
Yeah. But that's what we got. I mean, I know when I started shooting, we were looking for 3D shoots. It was tough. We find the shoot we go to, we didn't know what to expect at the course or how the course was. So I'm going to try to help all the new guys. I'll explain the courses I've been to. I've been to quite a few different courses over the past 4 or 5 years. I haven't found a course. There's some courses I like really, really well. And there's some I'll go back and shoot, but I'll pick one over the other. Yeah. There isn't a bad course in Iowa.
Yeah.
It's just, you have your favorites.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Bree Counts is like the hard one. That's Boondocks is what that range is. And then I forget the one that's like really close. Everything's super close. Flat River. That one is super close. Like the distances. I don't know what my favorite one. Either Lepix or wherever they had that long shot that was like kind of over the road. You know what I'm saying? Like we were on a hill, and then they had the road, and then they had the practice range over there.
Was that Oskaloosa?
Maybe. It was one of the last ones of the year. It was like, I think Lepix was maybe after, like right after maybe.
I don't remember.
But yeah, that one's cool. Whatever that one is.
A lot of those are ASAs, but there's a lot of local clubs too.
Yep.
That we I've been to, and but if you're not going to focus, we'll talk about all of them, because, and any clubs watching this, if you got schedules, you can send them, find me on Facebook, or we'll put a link or something in the video, and you can email them to us, and we'll get them on our calendar schedule out. We're going to do something.
Yep. We're going to try to get like an email sort of list, or like get in contact with all the clubs to where hopefully when they post their stuff, they're just going to send it straight to us as well, so we can put it on a calendar so everybody can just look in one place, and then from there have links to the clubs. So, we're still promoting the clubs. It's not like we're trying to cut them out, but we're trying to make it to where everything's really easy to see, easy to access.
And John Law does a great job what he does too. We're just trying to give the guys another avenue of it. I mean, he posts it up, his schedule's up too, and I know when I started, we went to some shoots. We had no idea what to expect of the course. There's a couple of courses I got lost on, and we went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Found it. Oh, here we go. And
that was kind of Flat River too.
Well,
yeah.
Like, if you've never been down to Derby to that one,
Oh, yeah.
You come across the bridge, you shoot the one corner, and then you come back. You go back over the same bridge. You go back to the next course. Well, we figured that out pretty quickly. But for a local shoot, that's not a bad shoot.
Oh, yeah, Derby's cool. But yeah, I remember you talking about, because, yeah, I haven't shot Derby since I was in high school. But yeah, that one was.
I mean, it's actually coon pond is what they call it.
Yeah.
And but that's a good one. And I always try to go up to the fall festival in Eldora.
Yep.
For the Isle of
That
Winners.
one.
That's a good time.
Yep.
That's a really good time too. But so for the month of February, what we got going on so far, so this weekend for shoots, Echo's going to have their normal 3D shoot. So that'll be the 4th and 5th. Team shoots are on, I believe they're on Saturday night. So then Wapsie Valley is having a scramble every Saturday. Starts at 1. So if you want to go to a scramble on Saturdays, I think they're going to do scrambles through March, I believe. I have to double check on that, but those are good. He's got all ASA targets this year. Walker's a great guy. It's 30-yard course, but we're in Iowa. It's cold. Where else can you shoot 3D? What we else got coming up? February 12th at Mohawk, they're going to have their ASA targets up for practice for Foley at the end of the month, which I and Roland are both going Foley.
Yep. What day did you say that was again?
February 12th.
Is that the same weekend that they're doing that indoor qualifier, or where is that?
No, the indoor qualifier is the 18th.
Okay, that's what you're about to get.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The indoor ASA is we're gonna have an indoor qualifier at Echo Valley on February 18th. So then February 11th, Total Outdoorsman is going to have their scramble, and which will be, it will score IBO that time, but we do have all Delta Mechanical targets, and that will be scored IBO. We're gonna change it up a little bit. And you got to shoot the 12th.
Yep, February 12th, a scramble. It's pretty much all the info I got for that. Archery Field and Sports in Altoona.
And getting back to this coming weekend, you leave on Wednesday.
Yep, that is going to be, I already started changing stuff today. I was like, oh man, I don't really want to shoot today, but I need to get in here. I'm probably going to shoot after too, but things are going okay though. Better than I thought they would. I'm definitely, I think, going to shoot a hinge in Vegas. I think that's probably the smart choice. But yep, me and Mark are going to leave for Vegas. We're going to leave here Nick alone. That'll be fun. That'll be my first time out in Vegas. Obviously everybody wants to go to Vegas. Everybody talks good about it. It's the biggest shoot in the world. I think they're approaching like 4,000 this year. So yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know how that'll go, but yeah, Mark shooted really good, so he's got a chance. If I have a good weekend, I could do good, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, last weekend, it was your first trip to Echo.
Yep.
It was Echo's 3-man shoot, and if you've never been there, those guys put on a heck of a show.
Yep.
Or shoot. I mean,
yeah,
well run.
Yep.
Yeah, the food's great, and like beer, they're $1 beers, but
yep.
But it seems like every time I go up there, it snows.
Yeah.
So,
that was fun.
It was a great time up there. And what'd you think of it for the first time?
It was pretty cool. So that was definitely the most like nicely set up 3D course I've ever, or indoor 3D course at least I've ever seen. Like they do a lot of work on the set, and it just looks super cool. And they even have a poster up on the wall of what they used to have previous years and like the themes and stuff. Like one was like Welcome to the Jungle, one was Gold Rush, and I don't remember the other ones, but a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, we've been going up there a while, and they do a great job. And they're only open. They opened middle of December, and they're closed last week in the middle.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's pretty nuts.
They're only open a limited amount of time, but they do, and they don't hardly host any outdoor shoots.
Yeah.
So their outdoor shoots, but they do run the R100.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
They run the 1R.
They did state.
Last year they had state ASA, and they do their ASA qualifier.
Yep.
So otherwise, they're a good group of guys up there. So hopefully, if no one's been there, it's well worth the trip.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, they definitely have. You could tell that they've done it for a while because they have like everything super like thought out. Like they have a projector for the scores during the shoot down. They have like the beer, the food, everything. Like that's like really good.
And if you don't want to go up on a shoot weekend, you can go up on any weekend. It costs you $10 a shoot. You can get there in the morning, pay your $10. If you want to go eat, come back, shoot some more. So that's something to keep in mind if you don't want the hustle and bustle of a busy weekend with a shoot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do what you did this time next year because I didn't realize that it was kind of like this big thing and like people even hung out after and did the scramble and stuff. But it is kind of like its own like tournament that you want to kind of stay for the weekend. And then you ended up staying the next day too.
Yeah, we went back and we just shot for practice because I got to get some 3D in before the end of the month.
Yeah.
And so, but that's kind of what we're going to be talking about most of the time, guys, is this and that. And hopefully we'll have some guests on eventually and they'll talk about how they got started. We'll try to keep it with all Iowa archers.
Yep. Or Sicily, yeah.
And even like last weekend, we had a couple of Iowa people that went to Lancaster.
Yep, which we should bring up too. So you might even know the name of the one gentleman who got third in, I think it's Masters.
Yep, Jason Gecken.
No, Masters from, I think he said Davenport Valley.
Yeah,
maybe.
I do not know him.
Okay, I didn't recognize the name either, but so he got third, which is cool from Iowa. Then also Jason
Jason got third in men's open,
and then there was so Robbie Wessinger. Or Wessinger, I don't actually know how you say it honestly, but he got first in qualification, really solidly actually, and then ended up getting eliminated in his last match before getting to the shoot up. But yeah, let me make sure. I just saw you like,
yeah, well, the camera died.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I can always get it.
Yeah, and then just keep recording audio. Honestly, yeah, it is still recording, so we should be fine with this. I just I'll relay that.
Okay.
Keep that. This.
Hey, we're new at this, guy.
Yeah, well, this.
But Robbie did a good showing. Alan Daniels Jr. was there.
Yep.
I talked to him. He goes when he shot. He was really nervous, and I never thought anything could rattle that kid. But
yeah,
he said that was a stage he wasn't ready for.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a pretty big.
But he ended up 18th coming into qualifications, and he goes, I just had one bad end in the shoot head to head, and it cost him.
Yeah.
He goes, that's something how do you prepare for that? He goes, and I've been talking to him on and off about it since. He goes, and his week started out bad. I mean, They flew in, they lost his bow, so everything was downhill from there. But I'll give it, for a 17-year-old kid, that his love is archery. And anybody that knows him, he shoots every day.
Yep.
But he'll do good things coming down the road. So I did forget one shoot. February 19th is the Gavin Maines Memorial Shoot.
Yep.
That's the first annual one. I don't know how many of you guys knew Gavin, but last year Gavin lost his life in a car accident. So that was kind of close to me and a couple of the other expedition staff members. We got to know Gavin pretty well then when he died. So we're not going to miss that shoot. We're going to be up there. As much as I hate shooting Vegas rounds, I'm going to go shoot a Vegas round just because it's Gavin's shoot.
Yep.
So,
I'd be there too.
Yep. That'd be a fun shoot. Otherwise, that's about all I got right now.
Yep. But yeah, Vegas so Lancaster. Speaking of Allen too, so the guy that beat him shot a 130, or the kid, I guess. Yep. So it 2 points off perfect, so he can't, he might say like had a few bad shots, but like realistically, he's going up against pretty tough.
Yeah. He went up against the 5th place guy.
Okay,
so I mean,
sense, yeah.
And he goes, the kid just didn't miss.
Yeah, clearly.
And I believe he placed pretty high.
Yeah. Yep.
At the end. So it's amazing what these young kids will do. They don't even think about it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. A lot of people say.
Look at Bodie Turner. Got a 660 and goes and wins it. But then Zach Polonsky shot a 662 and beat Bodie in the shoot down. And he come in as a non-sponsored shooter.
Yep.
And I got to know Zach for a few years because he shoot Echo shoot. Then saw him in Iowa Pro-Am and that stuff. And Zach's a pretty cool guy. So
yeah, sort of local, regionally local at least. Like he'd come to a lot of the money shoots over here at least from Wisconsin. But yeah, which is something I thought was interesting. So last year, Bodie qualified first with a 660. Ended up just barely kind of scraping through his matches, and then ended up losing, just like the stage got to him or whatever. But this year, came in probably a little bit more prepared, did really good, obviously won.
Yeah.
But Zach kind of had a similar trajectory to Boege almost. So Zach obviously shot the 660. Then the first match, just like Boege last year, he shot like an uncharacteristically low score, like a 126 or something like that. Still managed to get through. But I think that's kind of probably what's going on is just like that first time they
It's a big stage. I don't know how I would react to something like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll do better next year. There's no doubt because, I mean, you just shoot 660 out of nowhere. I could Brian do pretty good.
But, you know, like you said, my first Iowa Pro-Am was in 2019. And my shot process is randomly slow. If everybody shot with me, mine's slow. Well, you shoot 5 arrows on the first night at your 5 spot. It's a 4-minute time limit. You got all your 5 arrows shot in 2 minutes. You need to slow down.
Yep.
And you just get amped up, and it's just, wow. You know, it's stuff you got to work on, but I don't know how to work on that in practice because you can't.
Yeah, I guess the only way would be have like a clock or something like that, and then like try to make yourself stretched out.
But you're amped up. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to figure out, okay, I need to calm down. And I don't know if you blare loud music, have people yelling. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play music sometimes, but yeah. I don't know though. That is like, so I did state 450 Vegas this weekend at Waltonian Archers, and I used the whole clock a few times. Actually, one time. So I'd already let down for a 2-minute shot clock for 3 arrows. Like you can pretty much only let down one time, and so I let down one time, and I completely forgot. And I was on like ready for my last arrow and let down. I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't have let down. It was like 12 seconds. I drew back again. It was like 10 seconds. And I got in, and then as I was just rolling off my release, it like went off. But yeah, so like you gotta be patient. But yeah, it's 5 spot especially because you do like 5 spot. What I just said is not true. Like 5 spot, you could really let down like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because it's 4 minutes.
Yep. And usually like most people won't take quite 30 seconds for their shot. All right, so 4 minutes is like I think 40 seconds.
Yeah, my shot takes 12 to 15.
Yep.
Like clockwork. You know, if I'm doing it how I do it.
Yep.
So, but then Foley, I'm looking forward to Foley.
Foley would be really cool.
It's
You've
good.
been there before.
I've been there before.
You say that's why you're good.
I like Foley. I really do. It's not because it's warm, because it's cold up here. No, but it's just, it's a great facility.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be using an umbrella in the middle of timber, but there's no foliage on the trees.
Yeah.
It's very well laid out. It was a great time down there last year.
Yep. Yeah. I'm trying to get ready for that. So like, this is something I saw Dan McCarthy say in one of those shot of the weeks like Cam does, but something I was already kind of thinking about, but when he said that, it was just kind of like, oh yeah, you definitely need to do that. So like Foley being so open and wide, you can get away with a lot more magnification, a lot smaller of a peep and a lot less of a clarifier. So you can see way better in that like situation if you set up your bow to be able to do it.
Yep.
But at the end of the year, you really got to open things up and not sacrifice a little bit. But
yeah, like I said, it's bright, but my first time out, it was a good time. And it's one I'll probably go to every year, you know. And
Yep.
I always go to Metropolis every year.
Yep.
But it's so sticky.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's either hot or rainy, and I've been fortunate the last 2 times I've gone there, it's just been hot.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with the hot than the...
Yeah. It was almost rainy. Well, that last day.
Last day it was rainy.
And then they
canceled the last day.
canceled part of our scores. Not yours, I don't think.
Because mine are all finished. We're done Saturday. Because this year for K50 or women's K, all those will be done because I added the 2 known pro classes.
Yep.
With senior known and women's known pro.
Yep.
So those
Which will be super cool too.
Yeah, those will actually be shoot downs, but they will be done before.
Yep.
The women's, just the men's unknown,
and they'll be
open and
they'll be on their video live stream online, but not on the Sportsman's channel or whatever. Right?
Yes.
So,
but they will be online. So that ought to be good. A little more diversity and
yeah, we might see the birth of a few new, like, kind of stars. I don't know who's gonna excel in what there. That'll be interesting to see.
I'd like to see it'd be nice to see who jumps.
Yeah, I think the first year there won't be that many maybe, but then the next year there'll be a lot more people jumping over from other classes, but then also like, especially the women's pro, I bet there'll be a lot more that just don't shoot ASA that come into it, because now it's a thing.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them that shoot this target.
Yeah.
And they don't judge because, well, they're always shoot target. They're traveling so much. And now they get the opportunity to hit the rangefinder.
Yeah. Now there's an incentive because there'll be, some actual contingency and stuff probably behind it. But
yeah, it'd be fun to watch. I mean, I'm glad to see it growing a little bit. I mean, ASA's not going away.
No.
Just the popularity of that is gone tremendously.
Yep. How many shooters were at Metropolis this year, do you know?
I can give you a guess.
What would have been in the past? Like, what have you heard for numbers?
Oh, 1 year was 1,800. I was 2,000.
Yeah, I was hearing over 2,000 from a few people. Yeah, but I don't know.
I'd have to look. I don't really know it, but I know Metropolis is one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, and then like I said, Vegas will only get. I think they have never breached the 4,000 mark. So like
they might this year because they're saying all the guys are going to travel now.
What do you
mean? All the foreigners.
Oh, yep.
Because last year we didn't have that.
There's a lot of them that went to Lancaster too, and like since which is I think why they do
which
that.
is perfect.
Yeah,
it wasn't that way last year though, was it?
I don't know.
Back to back,
which they probably didn't do last year because
But now that there's no break in between, that works out perfect.
Yep. I think they normally try to do that to get them to all stay over here, but.
You get over here to spend a couple weeks over here, get 2 shoots in, you're done.
Yep.
Well, like if you follow Paige Pierce or those guys, they went to France, didn't they?
Yep, Nîmes.
They went to Nîmes, come back here, shot Lancaster, down to Vegas.
Yep.
That's a lot of travel.
Yeah, it's pretty compacted in that, like, that month pretty much, because it's like pretty much, I think it's like Iowa Pro-Am, Nîmes, Lancaster, and then Vegas, I think all in the same month. They could be wrong about that.
Well, if you can go even 2 weeks before that, Rushmore Rumble.
Yep, Rushmore Rumble.
Midwest Open. I went to Midwest Open.
Yep.
Which is a good time. First time ever being there, it was fun. Same format as Iowa Pro-Am. So, warm up for Iowa Pro-Am, you go to Midwest Open.
Yep.
Which is good. And then Iowa Pro-Am. And but like I said, that February's fairly busy. March we won't be outside yet here. I'd have to look at schedule. I think our first ASA outdoor maybe it hit.
I think so, yep.
April. There's shoots going on. I mean, I've got two shoots in March for total outdoorsmen. Our big money shoot is March 18th, I think. You look. Anyway, we'll talk about that right next. But anyway,
yep.
Those are coming up. You got a couple coming up yet here at the shop.
Yeah, we'll have a money shoot in March. I think March 12th. But we just need to make a flyer for it and post the date. Actually, Mark's gonna have. I think I might have sent. No, I don't think I did send you the poster. We're gonna have a Deer Classic warm up. Really? I used you for the poster actually, but yeah, I'll show you in a bit. But yep, that's gonna be something Mark holds because it's actually gonna be. I think while we're at Foley, which is the thing that sucks. But yeah,
that's okay. I'd rather be at Foley.
I agree.
If I don't to shoot. Adam, do you want to shoot spots or 3D? Well, 3D is going to win every time.
Pretty much for me too. But yeah, so Deer Classic warm up. That's gonna be February 25th, which is we're gonna definitely need it.
Yeah,
post this soon. But yeah.
But yeah, that'll be a good time too. Then you got the wrap up.
I should say now that you have the.
I got the Deer Classic shoot, be the 300 round hosted by Mid Iowa Archers. Then right beside that, you got full draw archery, which will have their 3D shoot.
Okay, what is that? I don't actually know that.
It's actually ASA scoring, uppers and lowers both in play, ball hunted setups.
Where is this at? Is this part of the Deer Classic?
Yeah, it's at the Deer Classic. It's in the back by where you shoot from Mid Iowa.
Okay, yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I think I've seen.
Yep. But it's all done on hunting bows and standard size arrows. Nothing, no fat shafts.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
That's a good time too. I mean, it is, but yeah. Otherwise, that's what we got for shoots so far, guys. And we'll have other topics going on, but that's basically what we're going to talk about at any time.
Yep. And our main thing is just trying to promote, target archery in Iowa, 3D archery in Iowa, and just trying to make it to where it's easy for anybody to get into it. They know where everything is, easy to get information, and just kind of promote it in general. I mean,
yeah, you don't have to have a target bow to do this. You don't. If you have a recurve, go shoot the recurve. I mean, granted, I've gone down the rabbit hole of the target bow. Roland's gone down it too, but you don't have to have a target bow if you go shoot 3D.
yep, there's like they have every class. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to shoot for fun, just go shoot for fun. Take your bow and go shoot. And it'll just make you a better hunter if that's what you're looking for.
Yep.
So, like I said, somewhere down the line, I might get a few guys out here. That's basically how they do it. They shoot 3D to get better for hunting.
Yep.
That's all they do.
Yep.
So, but
Yeah.
that's all I got for today, guys.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We'll probably have another one up for next week. Later.
See it.